You post something honest, then you check your phone. You pretend you are not waiting, but you are. In the next few minutes, you'll see exactly what's driving that urge and why it's quietly controlling more of your life than you realize. You tell yourself you don't care, but silence changes your mood. And that's the sting. You say something vulnerable, a thought, an opinion, or maybe a piece of your work, and when no one responds, it feels like it didn't matter. Now, this might irritate you, and it's not weakness, it's protection. You learned somewhere that attention equals safety. No reaction feels like rejection. So your system scans for confirmation, and when it doesn't find it, it pulls you back. You delete posts, you soften your opinions, you hold back truths, and not because you're fake, but because you're guarding against silence. Here's the mechanism. You attached your expression to external confirmation, to external validation. If they react, you're safe. If they don't, you retreat. That's it. Plain and simple. Validation addiction is not about ego. It's about outsourcing your sense of significance. And that keeps you small. You don't need applause. You need self-trust. Listen to me. If no one reacts, it still mattered. That line alone will expose you. Let me show you how this plays out. You send a risky text, you refresh, nothing, your body tightens, and you tell yourself you shouldn't have said that. You start rewriting your personality in real time, you start coming up with a defense, an argument. That's not authenticity, that's dependency. And here's the cost. You become adjustable. When approval becomes the goal, truth becomes negotiable. And there's your identity threat right there. You say you want confidence, but confidence without witnesses feels empty to you. Be honest, is this protection or is it commitment? Because commitment says, I stand by what I express and who I am, whether you clap for me or not. Protection says, I'll only stand by it if I'm rewarded. So you need to decide which category you fall into. Like I've said, guys, your state determines what you perceive, how you behave, and what reality reflects back to you. If you enter life scanning for validation, you will see proof you're not getting enough. You will see proof you're not good enough, which just is not true. If you enter life anchored in self-trust, you will see proof you don't need it. Same world, different state, different perception. Guys, if this doesn't land, discard it. Your sovereignty is law. But if it does land, you already know where this shows up. In your work, in your relationships, in how long you wait before being honest. You don't actually fear rejection. You fear irrelevance. And silence feels like irrelevance. That's the loop. You chase response to feel real, but your desired self doesn't negotiate with reality for applause. He or she moves first. Here's the practical shift. Stop checking for reactions immediately after you express something vulnerable. Not forever, just long enough to break the reflex. Start standing by what you said for 24 hours. No edits, no backtracking. Just let it exist. Embody the identity of someone whose expression is valid before it is witnessed. That's the test. Say the thing, leave it alone, and move on. And then notice the discomfort. That discomfort is withdrawal, because validation has been your stabilizer. You don't need to become cold. You don't need to stop caring. You just need to stop equating silence with worth. When no one reacts, your nervous system says, you don't matter. But that's not truth. That's old wiring. And every time you adjust yourself to chase a reaction, you reinforce it. And every time you hold your ground, you weaken it. One behavior, one identity, one decision. Are you someone who performs for response or someone who expresses because it's true? Decide which one you are. You will feel slightly exposed living this way, and that's good. Exposure builds solidity, and solidity doesn't refresh the screen, it moves forward. If no one reacts, it still mattered. Take what served you, leave what didn't, and if this woke something up inside you, don't let it go back to sleep. And remember, this wizard believes in you.